she's settling for it. You are not that guy. She's only choosing you because Chad and Tyrone said, I just want the guts, and I pass her on to you. Women like money more than guys in 2025, and they're shitting on y'all. Lock the fuck in and get some money because the competition is too high right now. It's gonna be her present for Valentine's Day. It's gonna be what I got down here, and that's about it. The gym is different because it requires some type of consistency, and most of you guys have never been consistent with anything in your entire fucking life. I was just homeless. Wavy gang, what is up, YouTube? We are back. We are back for another really good video, another really important topic. But before we get into that, follow my social, follow my Instagram. It will be right here. All of my socials are the same thing. And if you guys have questions, if you guys have concerns, if you guys want to know more, if you guys need some type of coaching or any type of help at all, I will have a link in the description. You can find all my stuff that way. Without further ado, today's topic is, if you want women, focus on this instead, because a lot of you guys are focusing on the wrong thing. It's like trying to get money. You can't just go after the money. You can't just go specifically grab the money. You gotta build something. You gotta focus on something else, and the money will just start to flow to you. It's the same thing with women. If you want women, you have to focus on other things, then they will come to you. They will be attracted to you, and they cannot help but want you. So today we're going to go over the topics that make you fucking undeniable. You need to be so undeniable that her mother would think she's done for leaving you, that her grandma would tell her that she's done for leaving you. You need every woman in her family to really be like, damn girl, you found the one. This guy is something else. This guy is something special. You better treat him right. That's how perfect you need to be. And with these 4 things that we're going to talk about today, with these 4 things that I'm going to mention on the whiteboard, if you follow these, you will become undeniable. You will become that motherfucking guy. All right. So first thing we have, finances. You need to have your bag in order. You need to have your bag in order. This and another topic, these are the number 1. There really is no number 1. All of these 4 are so specific, but this one and the next topic that we're going into after this are the most important ones by far. Like this, compared to anything else you could really think of, this is the one. Women want this. Women love this. Like women, honestly, I'm more convinced that women like money more than guys in 2025. Women like money more than guys in 2025. They are getting to a bag nowadays. They got OnlyFans. They're allowing women to start businesses now. Not that they didn't before, but now it's more than ever. Women are getting to a bag, and they are shitting on y'all right now. They are shitting on y'all. So finances is something that you need to have in order. You need to have finances. You need to have finances for so many reasons too. Because you need to have a bag, period. You need to have finances. You need to have finances in abundance too. This shit needs to be overflowing. You need to have so much money that you can just throw it at her at this point. And from a realistic perspective, you do need to have a lot of money. You need to have a lot of money because you need to build a kingdom. You need to have the world for her. You need to have a garden. You need to have a home. You need to have everything set in stone, so then you could then bring something else into your world. You could bring a girlfriend. A girlfriend's gonna want a dog. A girlfriend's gonna want kids. A girlfriend's gonna want a pool. A girlfriend's gonna want a new car. They're gonna want to expand in your kingdom. So you build the walls, you build the house, you build the foundation, you bring the resources, you bring the money, and a woman will then plant the seeds within the garden. A woman will then grow the flowers, fill the fridge up with unnecessary shit, you know what I mean? Make things look pretty. Like, you need to have a world, you need to have a kingdom already established first. And the only way you can do that is with an overflow of abundance of money. That is the only way that you can do it. So your bag needs to be in order. Not only one, because that's what women like, but 2, you need to have your bag in order so a woman can enter your life, so that you have something for a woman to come to. Because if not, what do you have for anybody to come to? Look at me. I'm in my mom's room right now. If I went and I got Kim Kardashian, what the fuck is she going to come home to? She's going to come home and chill in the living room with my dad, watch the sports games. What the fuck is she going to do? Why would she want me? Why would she choose me? She probably still would, but why would she choose me? I have nothing for her to come back to, okay? And I'm going through this right now too. I'm someone who's going through this right now too. So I'm single though. I'm doing this on purpose. Of course I can get a girlfriend. Of course I can go do something stupid like that, but I don't decide to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm smarter than that. I have enough experience to understand that women don't want to go through a struggle. Life is already hard enough for a man, and life is fucking terrible for women. So why would a woman want to come into someone who's struggling? Yeah, some will. Some will hop into the life while a man's building. That makes sense. If she thinks it's a safe bet, she's gonna do that. But women want stability. Women want stability. Women want to sit down and feel protected while they have a big stomach and a kid in it, right? So if you can't provide that for them, why would she want you? And if she is going for you, she's dude, she's dumb. She's dumb. She's dumb and she's willing to settle because she keeps getting dogged out by these guys. That's not a girl that you want. A girl who's willing to settle for you, that's not a girl that you want. Believe me, I promise you, you do not want a girl who's settling. That's because she can't find anybody better, so she's just going to accept you. Over time, women will fall in love with you because the sexual ties, the connection, they start to care about you, but overall, she's settling for it. You are not that guy. You are not that guy, believe me. She's only choosing you because Chad and Brad and Tyrone said, I don't want her, I just want the guts, and I'm gonna pass her on to you, you fucking retard. So that's really what's going on with that. So if she's not always just like you, if she's not ambitious in her own ways, if she's not searching for the best herself, then she's not the best for you because you're not the best. So why would you want anything but the best for yourself? I grew up around people who were struggling. I grew up around people who were just fighting to make the bills paid. I grew up around big houses full of all of my family members living in one house. I grew up sharing one bathroom with 9 different people, right? I grew up with me and my family in a tiny room, we're smaller than my room right now, smaller than this room, right? A whole family staying in here. I grew up in a house like that. I understand what it's like to be in that type of level. I was just homeless. I was just homeless. I was just going through this. I was just struggling with somebody. Nobody wants to struggle. On both ends, nobody wants to struggle. That's not love. That's survival. That's me and you. We're in this together because we're both in a bad situation and we need to survive. So we need each other so that we can go through this together. That's not survival. That's not love. That's a trauma bond, if anything. That is not love. It's just a whole bunch of frustration in the relationship, anger, miscommunication, misunderstanding. It's a recipe for a disaster, man. As a man, you want to spoil a girl. You want to give her everything. You want to just make sure she's taken care of. You should not be thinking, damn, I wonder if she's hungry right now because I can't pay her. I hope this bitch isn't hungry because I can't pay for this. I hope she's not willing to ask for flowers for Valentine's Day because those things are like $100 now. And I know she wants to post it on her Instagram, but I can't afford that. I can't. So I hope she's gonna just accept this shit down under, and that's it. That's gonna be her present. You know, that's gonna be her present for Valentine's Day. It's gonna be what I got down here, and that's about it. I hope that I fuck her so good that she just falls asleep and she forgets about the whole fucking event anyways. That's my best bet. That's the best bet of a broke man. You better hope that you got some thunder down under, because if you don't, you are so fucked. She's gonna cheat on you and you are going to be so sad and you're going to be so heartbroken, and it's just gonna be a whole little loop because you were so dumb and you couldn't see that you weren't in the position to just handle your shit and be single for a little bit and just figure it out. Because you couldn't figure that out, now you're in such a fucked up position because you're not ready. So if you think you could just sit around and play house with the girl because it's fun and you've seen your parents do it, or you've never seen your parents do it, one of the two, and you think you just sit around and play house because it's cool, you know, this and that, we're already a married couple, this and that, like, oh, she's on my Instagram, it's official for real, I made her my girlfriend, you know, I call her baby, she calls me babe. No. It's dumb. There's too much competition out there, especially if you want the women that you want to get. Those women have a lot of competition, man. If you're not satisfied with where you're at and you want better women, there's a lot of competition for those women out there, and they're going to dog you out. You are going to get embarrassed. You are going to feel stupid, okay? So it's just best to just completely ignore that and play the smart route and lock in. Lock in and get your bag up. Get your fucking chicken bag up. Lock the fuck in and get some money, because the competition is too high right now. It's way too high right now. And you need to be the best version of you, or she is going to forget about you. She's going to forget about you. And you're going to sit in your room and you're just going to keep jerking off, like I say in every video. So now that we got finances out the way, the next topic we need to go over is also the most important. This and finances go hand in hand. You can pretty much not have the other without being a complete man. So looks is the next one. The gym is the next one. Let's be very blunt here. This is not new information. Women have eyes, so they can see for themselves. They can see what they want. They can see that you're too scared to take your shirt off. They can see what you look like when you do take your shirt off. You know what I mean? So they can see these things. They could tell. Why would you not want to be confident when you finally take off your shirt? Why would you not want to be confident to send them and FaceTime? Why would you not want to be confident to FaceTime the girl and show her your face? Why would you want to keep hiding these things when they're so workable? When they're so workable. Finances is a little different. This is, yes, hard work can bring it to you too, but you kind of have to devise like a really intricate, complicated plan. The gym and looks maxing is not that hard. I see 16-year-old little kids doing this in high school on TikTok. It is not that hard to look better, okay? So looks and the gym, these are things that you need to focus on, and I say it in every video. The beard, if you could grow out a beard and your face isn't too structured, grow out the beard because you could trim it a certain way, right? Your teeth, where the fuck, I have it today. I have it today. Your teeth, do you see this? This is important. You take some of this and you drink it. I swear, it makes your teeth like glow. It gives like a white. This is my secret recipe. People don't know about this. This, when you brush your teeth twice a day, and then you take white strips when you know you're going out like a few days in advance, and boom, you're good. It's not that hard. Haircut, groom, every week. Keep the sides tight. These are very, very simple things. These are very simple things. Groom the eyebrows if you need it. I say this every single video. Every single video. These are all small things that you can work on. These are so simple. These are so simple. Looks could be so obtainable. This could be so obtainable. Now the gym, okay, the gym, this one's a little more complicated. Okay, this one isn't as easy to do as the looks max, even though none of it's really that hard. The gym is different because it requires some type of consistency, and most of you guys have never been consistent with anything in your entire fucking life. So how do you expect to even get women if you haven't been consistent with anything in your entire life? The gym requires consistency. It's showing up every day even though you don't feel like it. It's doing the workout every day even though you don't feel like it. It's finishing every single rep even though you don't feel like it. Andrew was telling me to do 10, but I want to do 9 because it's about this. It's about your mental. It's not about the gym. It's about your mental. It's about going past when you want to stop. When your mind is telling you to stop, but you force your body to keep going, that's what makes you who you are. That is what's going to make you attractive to women, because women see that you have ambition. Women see that you won't give up, and they find these things attractive. They say, oh, we're in a bad situation right now, right? Andrew's in a bad situation right now, but I know Andrew. He's a leader. He has faith. He's strong. Andrew doesn't quit. I know we're going to be fine. I could trust this man to lead me. I could trust this man to have my kids. I could trust this man to take care of what we have to take care of. And that's so important. So the gym is more than just the gym. But since we are on looks right now, again, the gym is going to change your perception. The gym is going to give you respect from women. The gym is going to make you an overall man. This is going to take you from boy to man. That's what the gym does. That's what the gym does. You can still be a little boy and have money, I promise you. But when you're bigger and you're wider and you're stronger and you look better and you have traps and you have arms, like everything starts looking right. You just start looking more grown. You start looking like a man. You start looking better than the population. And then you go to fall in love with it, and then it's just over. It's just over after that. Finances and looks. These are two of the most important things that you could really deep dive into. And these two are going to give you dramatic, immediate effects. Immediate results. These two things, as soon as you lock in and you start seeing progression in these, the women will run to you, bro. Like, they will not be able to help and control themselves from where you're at. I promise you, they will not. Because even me, just off the progress that I made with my body, yes, finances is still in the work, but the progress that I made within my body, I swear, when I walk around my hometown city and I see women that wouldn't give me the time of day, when I see women that turn me down, now it's like, who are you? Andrew? That's not Andrew. That's not Andrew. And then they want to give me the biggest hug ever, like they actually fucking cared about me before. Like they actually fucking noticed me before. Like they actually gave me the time of day before. A hug, and I'm not even hugging them back. I'm not even following them on Instagram anymore. Times have changed. I'm different. I worked on myself. I built myself, and now I'm a man. They're giving me the respect that they would give a grown, hot man like me. So these little things seem small. These little things seem like, oh, it's just little, but over time, the accumulation of everything becomes something greater. Like, oh, just trimming the beard to 1 rather than 3, like that's such a small difference. Like, what difference is that really gonna make? Oh, instead of leaving the sides with a little hair, I'm just gonna do a bald fade. What difference is that really going to make? What difference is that really gonna make? Oh, I dropped from 20% body fat to 17% body fat, but it makes all the difference. These things make all the difference, but it makes all the difference because the accumulative of all the small things create something larger in the long run. And this larger thing, because you worked on it and you developed it and you studied it, cannot be broken. It cannot be destroyed because it is so fine-tunedly, so specifically geared for you, and it's been proven, and you take it out in public, and now that you lost a little weight, now you're getting more numbers, so you know that this works, so you continue to go. This is a strategy that you develop that can never be destroyed because it's proven. You brought your new body into society, you know, you're riding your bike shirtless, and you got all these fucking compliments. You know what I mean? You're riding around the city in your brand new car, and you're getting all these fucking compliments. So you know it's working. That's why this plan is so good, because it works, because you literally cannot fake it. It's authentic, it's real. And once your root is so authentic, the tree that comes out of it as well is also legit. It's also real. People might look at it and they might be like, oh, you know what I mean? That's a planted tree. That's not real. You know, that's not authentic. That is because they have not seen the root work that you have built over time. That's the years in the trenches, the studying this, the learning about this stuff, and then actually implementing it into your life, actually dropping the body fat, actually starting that business. All the risks that you took, they don't see that. They just think you're a tree that's fake, like everything else they see in reality. No, this shit is real. This shit is fucking real. I'm the truth. You're the truth. You are fully capable of this stuff. I am fully capable of this stuff. And right now, wherever you're watching this from, the situation you're in right now does not define you. Give me 2 years. Give me 1.5 years, and I'm going to be exactly where I need to be. And we're going to come back to this video. You're going to come back to this video, and you're going to rewatch it, and you could be like, damn, I was thinking like this while I was in the trenches, and now look at me. I have the same mindset, and I did everything I wanted to do. I'm changing lives. I'm making 20K a month. I easily have over 100K stacked up. I'm successful in my business. My body is the best it ever looked. I have the women that I always wanted. I have the cars that I always wanted. I'm gonna have everything I ever fucking wanted. And you're gonna come back to these videos and you're gonna see moments like this. You're gonna see how I did it. You're gonna see the root work. You're gonna see the study. You're gonna see the lessons. You're gonna see the confidence. You're gonna see the progression. You're gonna see the moments that I had that I could not control, but I made something out of it anyways. Experience. Why does experience matter? Why can't I just be, you know, a little 18-year-old boy just diving into the world? And why can't I just make $100,000 every month? Why can't I be a billionaire at 16 and date Kim Kardashian and have all the hoes that I ever wanted and live in Miami in a penthouse and travel the world and fucking trade crypto and be a YouTube content streamer, creator, whatever the fuck you want to be a millionaire coach at the age of 16? Why can't I do that at 16? Because you lack experience. Experience is the filter of life. Experience is how you build the confidence to do these things. If you're unconfident, you're not going to start a YouTube. If you're unconfident, you're not going to be streaming on Twitch every day. If you're unconfident, you're not going to start a business. If you're unconfident, you're not going to start going to the gym. It's something about the experience that filters and weeds out the lames from the people who actually try something. I had so much experience in my life, so now I'm bold enough to go try something. I was bold enough then, now I'm bold enough to try and do something with it. While the other people, right, the other people with no experience all have fear and they stay in that box for the rest of their life. Each pathway, they're in direct correlation to something. Experience is going to equal confidence, right? That's how you blow up. That's the fuse. That's the atom. That's like splitting the atom right there. That is the creation of the molecule. You have experience and you have abundance and they flow together, right? And then you have lack of experience and then you have fear, and those two flow together. They're like their own separate things. That's how things work, right? The business owners, they have experience, and then they start to level up with the confidence, right? Oh, I already been through this. Oh, I already fucked up my first business. I already fucked up my second business. I already fucked up my taxes one time. I already tried to lie to the IRS and they fucking caught my ass. So guess what? I'm gonna try again, and I'm just not gonna do the last thing that I heard. But I have the confidence to get there again. I have the confidence to understand that I can learn from my mistakes and bounce back, right? In the gym, I have the confidence to go out and take off my shirt. I have the confidence that I can get under a bench and hit 315. Why? Because I have the experience. I have the day in and day out, a day in and day out, a day in, a weeks and months and years of experience that tell me that I can do this. They tell me that I can do it. And if I can't, right, we're gonna go back, we're gonna analyze it, we're gonna figure out why I couldn't do that. Did we eat this week? Did we eat enough protein this week? Why can't we hit this? What is our weight? What is our mindset at right now? Are we tired? Are we fatigued? Do we need a day off? I have experience and I have confidence that I can go hit that weight. And if I can't, then I can go back and I can learn because I have so much on the board. I have so much experience. I have so much life experience. I have so much gym experience that I can go back and I can see where I went wrong, right? With content, you can also have a lot of confidence because you have so much experience posting 1,000 videos. How much confidence do you think you can get from posting 1,000 fucking videos? How much confidence do you think you can get from posting a reel every day on Instagram? How much confidence do you think you can get from posting 12 stories on your Instagram every fucking day? No excuses. How much confidence do you think you can get from posting 4 YouTube shorts a day? How much confidence do you have once you get past a year? How much experience and confidence do you really think you're gonna have? You're gonna think you can fucking do anything. You're gonna think you know the method in and out, and that's because you do. You're only confident in something because you know you can do it. Confidence doesn't just come from nothing. You can sit there and you can lie to yourself. You can do that. You can. But at the end of the day, when Kanye West had that whole little speech about how he sat in a room and he lied to himself and he told himself he was a shit, this, and that. Kanye West was already making some pretty fucking hard music before that. Kanye West was already in the trenches for a really long time before that. Kanye West was already around famous people around that time. He just wasn't the best yet until he became the best. But his confidence still came from the work. His confidence still came from the understanding that I literally know. I know I'm better than you. I just know I'm better than you. I know in a boxing ring, I'm just gonna knock you out. And I can't explain how I know. I can't explain why I know. I can't sit here and tell you that I'm gonna knock you out because you just don't understand the amount of work that I put in. So I literally know I'm going to knock my opponent out. He doesn't know it. They don't know why I'm so confident, but I literally know. Like, I can't explain the fact that I 100% know that I am better than you because I put in the work. I put in so much work that even to me, it seems like a lot, but I did it. And that's where my confidence comes from. If you never failed, you never lost. If you never lost, you never learned. If you have no experience, how are you going to lead a family? How is a woman going to want you if you have no valid experience? How are your kids going to ask you questions you're going to have a real valid answer? You're not. You're not. You're going to give terrible advice and you're going to hold everybody in the family back years. You're going to hold them back. If you have no experience with women, you're going to make stupid mistakes. You're going to think that dating that stripper is a really fucking good idea. You're going to think that dating that OnlyFans chick is a really fucking smart idea if you have no experience. Oh, she loves me. Oh, she's hot as fuck. Oh my gosh, I don't care that she's a dancer. She says she loves me for me. You're a fucking idiot. You're going to believe everything this woman tells you. You're going to be the one buying her red bottom heels. You're going to be the one paying her fucking rent. You're going to be the one buying her all of her shit. You're going to be the one buying her the big red bouquet of flowers. You're going to be the one to deal with that. So if that's what you want to deal with, that's on you. But I recommend taking the risks. I recommend leveling up your life experience so you could weed out what type of women are truly genuine there for you. Because if you're 40 years old and you never talked to a girl before, you are going to think that that stripper is the greatest woman that you have ever met in your entire life. You're going to think that, oh, she has so much trauma in her life and she just needed money really bad. So she's been doing this since she was 15. And, you know, I just feel so bad for her and she really cares about me. And that me and her, we have this love that's undeniable. And these guys keep dogging her out and this and this and that. And she never asked me for money. You're dumb. You're dumb and you're 40 years old. And you think that talking to a stripper is a great, fantastic idea. Okay, bro. Okay. I can't wait till you have kids with that girl. And she asks you about, and he asks you about his crush in high school. And your advice is just go up to her and be yourself. Just go up to the hottest girl there and be yourself. Like I did with your mom. Go. That's a great idea. Go do that, son. Go do that. Even though you're fat and you're short and your voice is high, you know, and you have all this karma built in you because I made a dumb decision and I decided to impregnate a girl with a lot of trauma, so it got passed on to you. So you're mentally unstable a little bit. And yeah, go, son, go do that. Go be yourself. Go tell her that you like to watch anime and that you're not really into sports and, you know, football's not your thing, and you know she's older than you. And let's see how the school treats you. Everybody's gonna give you so much respect for going up to that girl. Let's see how high school is for you. Go up to her and she breaks your heart in front of everybody. Go do it, son. You know what? Fuck it. Here's $20. Go give it to her while you're talking to her like I did your mom, and then let's see if it works. Experience lets you lead people. Experience allows you to make correct judgments. Experience allows you to weed out and not fall for the dumb stuff. And without it, quite frankly, you're just going to be lost without experience. You're just going to be lost, and you're going to be constantly asking random people for help and advice who don't know anything either. Or what's even worse than that is that you think you're right, and now you're ruining all the other people around you. So for our last topic, and again, no topic is necessarily more important than the others. I would say that finances and looks are important, but each one of these almost build off each other. Each one of these you kind of need to get to the other level. You kind of need to upgrade your character. So with that being said, we have purpose and focus, right? So your purpose should be where your focus at. Purpose is the foundation. Purpose is where your focus is at. Focus keeps you not distracted on the other things, and it keeps you locked into the thing that you should most be focused on. By your God-given talents, you should be focused on this. Once you have purpose, everything else makes sense. It's your mission, it's your direction, it's your why. It's your why do you get out of bed. It drives you. It motivates you. It keeps you and forces you to be sharp. Because without it, you're just running around, sleeping with random women, accidentally getting the wrong women pregnant. You're just running around loosely, like a loose end. You're just doing whatever you want, floating around friend groups, not caring, getting drunk on a Monday for no reason, not working out. You're just doing whatever because you have no purpose. You have nothing that drives you and keeps you locked in. That's so important. You have nothing keeping you focused. This is what women love. This is what women look for. A smart woman is going to look for these things. An intelligent woman is going to look for these things. And these are the women that you want. She is going to see that you are purpose-driven. She is going to see that you have a purpose. And she is going to find this so attractive in you. She is going to respect this so much out of you. As soon as I started focusing on my purpose, as soon as I started locking in, women found me way more attractive. They seen me as more than just another dumb guy who's just going to waste their life and waste their potential. No, they seen that I was here for business. They seen that I meant everything I said I was going to do. And they couldn't deny me anymore. They were coming up to me because they want my attention. And when I'm not giving them that attention, when I'm locked in what I have to do, now they're going to start begging for attention. Literally begging for attention. That's how they go. They're going to assume that you're going to give them attention. When you don't do that, phase 2 for them is to kind of forcefully get your attention. And the only way they know how to do that is by being extremely, extremely submissive, by giving you everything that you want. That's their phase 2. That's how they try and get you, right? So it's going to go phase 1. They're going to assume that you want their attention. They're going to play hard to get, right? And if you don't even care about that, you don't mind, you say, hey, I'm locking on what I gotta do. I'm focused on this right now. I can't see you today. Maybe we could reschedule to a better time. But I have something very, very important going on. I have something very, very professional, and I cannot miss this day. Now phase 2 kicks in because this is all she knows. Now she's gonna start begging. Now she's gonna start jumping. Now she's gonna start pleading. Now she's gonna say she's gonna give you whatever you want. She's gonna be like, we don't even have to go on a date anymore. I can just come over when you're done. What time are you gonna be done? 1 in the morning? That's a little late, but I can come over. Don't worry, I'll be right over. As long as I can see you. Now they're gonna start giving you everything that they want. Now they're gonna start giving you everything that you want because you're locked in. I remember one time, right? We went to the beach. So today we decided to do something different. We decided to lock in. We decided to bring the camera. We decided to get interviews with women. You know, we decided to walk around with the camera. Content purposes only, business purposes only. So we did that. We showed up, and I kid you not, this is the most amount of numbers that I ever got. Was when I brought the camera out. Was when I was focused on what I had to do. I was holding the camera and my friend, he was doing the interviews, and while I'm holding the camera, pointing at him, locked in, not even paying them any attention, not even paying them any money, I'm getting tapped left, right, left, right. I'm getting, women are trying to whisper in my ear, telling me things. And I have to shoo them off. I have to say, hey, I am focused on this right now. I have to record. I have to lock into this right now because this is important for me. And I can just see it in their eyes that they're like, whoa, this man is dedicated. This man is actually doing something greater than me. He has a purpose that's greater than her, and she is going to respect that because she knows I'm not going to be obsessed over her, all over her, wasting my one life on this girl, being head over heels over her, giving her everything she wants, an over amount of affection, and because women don't like that. Women get that all the time. Guys always give that to her. She finally found a man who is holding that camera still, no matter what she does. She sees my focus, she sees my vision, and she can't help but respect that. We went over this in one of the other videos. Respect is everything for men and women. Once they respect you, it's game over. It's game over. It's game over. Men with a mission are magnetic. They're all of a sudden interested. They're all of a sudden curious as to what's more important than her. I'm gonna tell you right now, what the fuck I got going on right now is way more important than whatever she has to tell me, because I've seen that 100 times already. I've seen that 1,000 times already, okay? I'm doing what I need to do now. And the funny thing is, you can't fake it. You can't fake, oh, I'm focused. You can't fake, oh, I'm doing this, because for some reason, the way the world works, women know when you're being for real and they know when you're being fake. When you genuinely don't want women anymore, they want you. They want you. You can't even fake it. You can't even tell yourself, I'm gonna go to the club today and I'm not gonna want women. I'm gonna go to the club today. I'm gonna act like I got shit going on. No, you can't, because it still won't work. You literally, in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit, the way you walk, everything about you has to show that I'm not looking for a woman today, and they will come to you. Why do you think guys with girlfriends get the most women? Why is it all of a sudden you get a girlfriend and you go to the club and now you're just hot as fuck? Now the women can't come off you because you're unavailable. You're unobtainable. And women want this so bad because just like guys, women want what they can't have. They want what they can't have. We're both the same. We're not that different. We're not that different, you and I, her and I. We're not that different, guys. So you have to really look at it from your perspective and from a woman's perspective. We're not that different. He has a boyfriend, now I want him. He has a business and he's focused and he's not giving me any give attention. Now I want to go home and do some things to him so that I can force some attention out of him, right? So purpose is so goddamn important. And it's not really, I know I say this is how you get women. I know I always talk about women this, women that, but it's not really about women. It's not really about women. Because I promise you, if you work really, really hard on one girl, down the line, you could probably pull a real baddie. Even if you're fat and ugly and broke, you really could. It's not about women. It's about, what do you want? Do you want women? Okay, then yes, we gotta do these things. Do you want to have your pick of the litter? Do you want to have the best life possible? And if you do, okay, now we got something to work on. But if you don't care that much, you don't need to fucking focus on that. This isn't for you. This isn't for you because you don't want more out of your life. You're okay with where you're at. You're comfortable. This is for the people that aren't comfortable. This is for the people that think like me and want to get in my car and hop on my journey as I navigate through the mist and find my way to success by doing the tiny daily battles and winning the tiny daily battles. This is for those type of people. This is for the people like me. This is for the people who need a better understanding. And that's why I give so much free game out. That's why I give so much free advice out, because of these reasons. So purpose and where your focus at is very, very important, because when you're chasing that focus, when you're chasing that purpose, now they want you. So they're going to start running after you, running after your purpose. So it goes bag, you, women. That's what it goes to. And if you're always running, now they're always chasing. That's how it works. That's just how the world works. I didn't make it this way. You have finances, you have looks, you have experience, you have purpose. As soon as you have all of these things, and now you constantly are running towards self-progression, you're constantly raising the standard. You're constantly chasing better. Now you have a crowd of women all of a sudden chasing you too. And you're not even going to fucking notice it. You're not even going to care by then. Because that's why all these celebrities, all these NFL players, all these athletes, they don't really give a fuck about the women that they're with. They really don't care that much about them. They're so locked in on what they have to do today, the 3 practices, the 2 weight room training. They're trying to be great. They don't really care about, that's why they date whoever, because they don't really care. They're so rich and this and that, and they don't give a fuck, right? That's why they always break up with those girlfriends. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. It's the women that care. It's the women that go home and brag to their mom and their friends about the man that they got, right? And then they end up breaking up anyways. So in conclusion, stop chasing women and build yourself. You gotta stop chasing. Because if you're chasing, that means they're constantly running. There's a constant state of cat and mouse. That's why they call it chasing, right? So as soon as you stop playing the game, I don't want to play the game anymore. I want to go do something else that's going to make me better. That's when the tides turn. There is no more cat and mouse. Stop playing their game. This isn't a game. Go do something for real. Work on these things and watch how they start chasing you. And not just regular women. The women get finer. The women get more impressive. The women get better. The women get smarter. It's finally going to be the women that you want. The women are going to be better. You're finally not going to have to settle anymore. You're finally going to get all the women that you have been dreaming of. The women that actually excite you. And that's what it's all about. Because when you become that guy, that top tier man, they don't have a choice anymore. They can no longer help it. That was today's video. I know it wasn't as long as the other ones. I wanted to keep it semi-short for you guys. I just wanted to give some quick game, some fast game. Guys, follow my Instagram. Follow my Instagram. I will also have a link in my bio that shows where you can get private one-on-one calls. There'll be an onboarding call. We'll have everything in there and we can discuss whether or not you're actually serious about this journey as I am. Because I am very serious. I am not fucking around. This shit is for real. And you guys are going to see not only my progression, but you guys are going to see that I made it. You guys are going to see me in a Lambo. You guys are going to see me in a high-rise apartment. And when I do it, don't say I didn't tell you I wasn't going to do it. It could be you too. Like, comment, subscribe, follow my Instagram. I'm out.